Guys, welcome back. In this episode, we're going to cover the installation of the hard piping kit. First, we'll talk about what's included in the kit, and then I'll give you an overview of how to remove the factory intercooler and piping, and then how to install the 2J piping. So with the kit, you get your charge pipe, your upper pipe, and then you get your cold side piping. It comes from the bottom of the intercooler, includes the map sensor, and of course into the throttle body. You've got your brackets to hold the factory engine cover back on if you want to. That's optional. These are the two nuts here that are going to go in the front to bolt to the compressor housing. And then you're going to get 3 couplers in the kit. You're going to get the lower coupler that attaches to the intercooler, and they come with the 2 67mm T-bolt clamps. This coupler goes from the cold side of the pipe where the map sensor is to the throttle body, and then you've got the smaller clamp, which is the 60mm, and then the larger for the throttle body, which is the 73. And then the hump hose, which goes on the charge side pipe that is oriented here and allows for some engine movement, obviously, under acceleration. All right. And then with the factory components, the parts that you're going to remove, obviously, is the factory charge pipe from the turbo, the intercooler hose itself that goes from the charge pipe to the top of the intercooler, and then the super janky plastic pipe, which goes from the bottom of the intercooler all the way around and attached to the throttle body. And these are kind of weird. Let me kind of show you how they are removed. And besides taking off the bolts that attach them the engine bay, they're going to have a clip here, and all you have to do is use a screwdriver, pull up on the clip. You can push it forward or hold up on the clip, and then you can slide the pipe off. You'll do this on both the throttle body side and on the intercooler side. So we removed the factory intercooler to make it easier to kind of show you how the couplers go onto the intercooler itself. But you do not have to do that to do the installation of the hard piping kit. You can leave it in place in the car and do the installation that way. So just to get you oriented, this is the top of the intercooler. The charge pipe goes, this is the bottom of the intercooler. So this, we've got our 90-degree silicone hose, same side, both ends. Just make sure when you put it on that you slide it all the way down to here when you get the hose on. And then, of course, affix your clamp and tighten it and everything like that. Leave it a little bit loose so you can orient the cold side piping into the throttle body. And once everything is in place, then you can tighten up the clamps. And then on the top where the hump hose goes, what you want to do when you put it in is make sure that you get the inlet for the turbo right where the middle of the hump it is, right there, where you get a nice full seat on there. And then what I like to do is actually slide in the charge pipe, and then you could put it over the bolts on the compressor, and then you could slowly pull the charge pipe out and make sure obviously you have your clamps on here. All right, and then next we'll cover how to do the brackets themselves. All right, so I want to show you what we made for the hard piping kit that fits on the V2 engine for the Juke and the Nismo Sentra. We made these little stainless steel brackets that you'll get in the kit here. So I want to show you how the orientation goes. And these are used, if you want to set up your engine cover. So even though you're losing the factory piping that's there, you've got the stainless steel brackets that we're going to give in the kit that you can use to keep your engine cover mounted on there. So let me show you how that all fits together. So this one mounts quite easily, same spot as before there, and then the bolt's right under, kind of can't really see it, under the map sensor. And then the orientation back here on this one is right on the turbo outlet, on the compressor outlet. The orientation goes there, then reuse your rubber grommets. And I'll show you how the engine cover looks when it's in place. And there you go. And that's how it fits. So it clears the piping, which sits a little bit higher than the factory piping, obviously. But that way, now you can have your engine cover mounted and your pipes and everything are in place. Thanks.